Hi there guys, it's me again, it's Titz. Today I'm here to review my Arai RX7 helmet, which is in the Shinya Nakano 06 GP colour scheme. One thing to note about this helmet is the scheme itself. It's very rich, very deep. What you don't see in the camera is that the paint is actually pearlescent. It's got reflective layers. It's not exactly black as you might think. It's actually more of a midnight colour kind of colour, with like black fading into purple with a pearlescent, contrasting with the luminous lime green into a sort of lemon orange colour. Well, you can't complain for people not seeing you because it's very bright and very visible at a distance, and the contrast kind of gives it away. The helmet I bought for £375 from Hein Gericke because they were doing a promotion on this and then Nikki Hayden Laguna Seca colour scheme. Well, I bought the Nakano because it's got the big cartoon eyes, which is very typical of the Japanese riding club, and because I always yearned to have this lid ever since I saw Nakano riding, so why not have the lid of your idol? £375, that's a reasonable price to pay for such a very good, very well made, notice that it is handmade product. Compared with other manufacturers, Arai claim to be the only helmet manufacturer that actually hand makes every single model, every single shell, and inspects it. So every helmet is actually inspected by a person. I'm not trying to be an Arai salesman, but it's good to have that sort of thought when you're wearing such a product that focuses on safety and is meant to be there to protect your life. Now, it's made from this patented material. I don't know much about it myself, even though I'm a materials engineer, called a structural net composite, which is just Arai super fibers, which is specially formulated, and it's knit together like a mesh on top of something that's equivalent to concrete reinforcing rebar, and that's meant to give you the impact and torsional resistance. One thing to note about this particular helmet with the RX7 is that Shinya Nakano actually had a very high speed off in the Mugello GP, where he crashed at 200 miles an hour, sustained no brain damage or any serious injury like that, and he was fit to race in the next race at Catalunya. So it's good to know, and it's a good thing to have when you know you got something as good as this on your head. One big gripe that people might think about when you hear the name Arai and Visor is the actual mechanism. It's the only manufacturer, along with Suomi, that still use side pods as a retention mechanism. Well, most people, when they first buy a helmet, they are quite reluctant or hesitant in buying an Arai because of that, but let me assure you, after about 20 minutes practice and a little bit of demonstration and tutoring in the showroom, you'd be able to do it in about 10 seconds. The key is that you lift the visor up to its maximum open position, 2 tabs come out, pull them up, push them down. Now the visor is actually free to rotate. Pull it up to roughly about an 11 o'clock position and it should click out. Notice it comes with a clear visor as standard with a pin lock. I think that's an addition that they put in 2006 because Sherry were doing it, and it's very good, very effective, especially in winter when you're breathing heavily. Mist around the outside, but it's clear on the inside. That's what you need. I bought a black visor from racevisors.com from the Isle of Man, not the Isle of Man, from one of the Channel Islands. And it neatly comes with a Arai visor bag, so that's good to know. I just shove it under my screen because it's a double bubble. When the weather changes or it goes dark, I could just open it, flick it open on my lid, in it goes. 10 seconds and I'm done and I'm riding again. No need to stop, get off the bike, pull the helmet off. My black visor, let me show you. Puts it into the 11 o'clock position, pushes it. So you hear like those clicks, push it down, and there you go. Easy as that. Cool thing to have the ability of changing a visor on your head. I know there's a video of me on YouTube when I do that, so I'm not going to do it again. One thing about the helmet is that the chin bar goes all the way down. It's actually got a chin curtain as well, so it reduces the wind noise, and I like having the idea or the thought that my chin's fully protected if I curb something. And this helmet has actually been down the road when I had my low side, and well, you can't really see it that well, but that's the only damage that I've done to it, is like a small chip. Only the lacquer's faded and it's perfectly fine. Sent it to Phoenix, to the distributors of Arai, to get it checked, and it's all cool. As well as that, the liner's pretty cool. It's initially abrasive. I'm not sure, is it a Cool Max or a Dry Cool liner, but it wicks away the sweat in your head, and it's very soft. It cushions you. I had this helmet actually custom molded, or not custom molded, but the inserts were specific to my head because I take a medium shell, medium large, so they stuck the liner of a large helmet with the cheek pads of a medium, so it has a more bespoke fit to my head, because as you can see my head's not exactly round or flat, it's kind of flat at the back. Rather weird. I mean, I'm weird, but it's good to know that you have a helmet that's fitted for you perfectly, and I advise any of you who are in the UK to get a helmet from an Arai reputed 5-star dealer or Hein-Geriken. They will service it for you and give you the premium service as they desire. They're all trained to service and demonstrate Arai products. So, Arai, you only live once, so you might as well treat yourself to a very decent helmet. I know this is guaranteed for 5 years, and I'd like to think that I'll be using it for the next 5 years, but cool stuff.